Hello again. Ecclesiastes 3. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. The first of the little phrases in it is a time to be born and a time to die. A time to be born and a time to die. I received this when I was, a very young child, from my aunt. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, well, there's something badly wrong with that. The detail on that plate, it should be reading 1992 instead of 1972. Not. I'll not go into the discussion about the spelling of my name now. But anyway, 13th of November 1972 was the date for me when I was born into this world. And we all have that moment when we're born to live out that life and the opportunities that we have. For some of us, maybe our opportunities were more restricted than others, and we seek to ask for God's peace on those things. But there's a time to be born and a time to die. Paul wrote a great chapter in 1 Corinthians 15 on the resurrection. He starts off by saying, "Now, brothers and sisters, I want to remind you of the gospel I preached to you, which you received and on which you have taken your stand." So he was writing to the followers of Jesus, saying, here's the good news we have. We have these opportunities, but look at the resurrection of Jesus Christ and the hope that we have as a result. And he finishes the chapter by saying this: when the perishable, and we think of our bodies being ultimately perishable, has been clothed with the imperishable, and we think of the resurrection life and the resurrection body, and the mortal with immortality, then the saying that is written will come true. Death has been swallowed up in victory. Where, O death, is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting? The sting of death is sin, and the power of sin is the law. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. Therefore, my dear brothers, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labour in the Lord is not in vain. We rejoice in the good news that we have through Jesus Christ, His work for us, His example, His life, and His death and His resurrection, and the hope of the resurrected body. Let that be an encouragement to us all, to me, to us all, to live out the moment of time that we have here on this earth for God's glory, in love of God and in love of our neighbour, and to live with the hope and the joy of the resurrection to come. We thank God for that gospel.